Hoochie Boochies! Hey everyone, welcome to Mr. Teach Film Preach, and if you're a film lover like I am and you learn from films as much as I do, then you are in the right place, especially if you're a Kevin Smith fan. And if you're in the right place, click like down below and subscribe to my channel, and while you're down there, comment below what did you think of Clerks 3, the third film in Kevin Smith's trilogy. Let me know what is your ranking down below, and while you're down there, click like and subscribe for my channel for more content. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button and also the bell to notify you when I have released more content into the YouTuberverse. Today we're talking about the 2022 comedy film Clerks 3, written and directed by Kevin Smith. This is his third film in the trilogy of Clerks, his story that originated from the 1994 film Clerks, also the sequel Clerks II, which came out in 2006. Is this a Return of the King situation? Not really.
We were this close.
So after all these years of running and owning the quick stop, Randal has a heart attack and he barely survives it, just like Kevin Smith in real life. When Randal comes back, he wants to make a movie about his life working at the convenience store, the quick stop, very much taken from the life of Kevin Smith, who also was a clerk at a video store next to a convenience store. This feels like Kevin Smith getting on the autobiographical film based on his life, just like Steven Spielberg's doing with The Fabelmans, Alfonso Cuarón did with Roma, Paul Thomas Anderson with Licorice Pizza. This is a little bit, in some ways, the stoner corner shop version. I'm not in love with his movies, but I do enjoy a lot of the films he has put out in the past, including the first and second Clerks film, Dogma, Chasing Amy, Mallrats. His comedy is really funny. It's right up my alley in a lot of ways. Not every way, but in a lot of ways, especially with the pop culture references and humor that is based around that. That is definitely my genre, my style. Kevin Smith's dialogue, the way that he writes his dialogue, which I think is his strongest suit as a filmmaker. His characters are always so funny and fun and relatable and quirky and strange and kind of messed up, but also very charming and endearing, and self-referential humor, while also still having heart kind of infused and sprinkled throughout his films. There are some legit funny moments in this film, especially around like cryptocurrency, social media, but also with being too PC, politically correct. And so the way he mixed humor for a modern audience in 2022, I thought Kevin Smith did a great job with that. He didn't go too far over the fence where it was like, whoa, too far, but also he didn't go too safe where I felt like he was holding back his punches. He found a really nice middle ground there. I was chuckling so loud in the movie theater along with the two other guys behind me. I would say 80% of the film is really hilarious, well crafted, and executed. However, there's a scene in this movie with Rosario Dawson, who I was very much looking forward to being in this film, and the scene was extremely cringeworthy.
No, Kelly Clarkson!
Like to the point where I was laughing, I was kind of covering my eyes. I just couldn't believe this is what was coming out for her scene in this movie. And what they did with that character, I felt was so empty in a lot of ways. I didn't understand why they did that. The way that the story unfolds by the end of the film, to me, didn't quite mesh with the other two films, even though, yes, there is tragic things that happen. But with that Becky character, that Rosario Dawson character that I really love so much, the fact that she wasn't really in this was extremely disappointing.
Fuck is wrong with you?
And then the way that they treated that moment of Dante and her felt like something that a high school student filmed, like a grade 12 film student. And it's too bad because Kevin Smith is extremely original and mixes and blends genres, and especially comedy with tragedy, and he usually does it fairly well. It didn't work in this Clerks. The other two films have tinges of sadness, even existential crisis. This film had that even more so, to the point where it was a bit too much in the film. There were some gaps in this movie that I was like, oh man, this is kind of taking a long time. And then I realized the runtime was like an hour and 55 minutes. where Clerks 1 was like an hour and a half and Clerks 2 was maybe an hour and 38 minutes. Almost an extra 20 minutes tacked on to Clerks 3 that I did not think needed to be there. Didn't mean that I didn't enjoy the performances. Jeff Anderson as Randal is great. Brian O'Halloran as Dante. I love their chemistry. Obviously, Jay and Silent Bob, played by Jason Mewes and Kevin Smith, are always funny and fantastic in this film. The other thing that bothered me about this movie a lot was it was so self-referential and it was like so view askew universe and it had all these Kevin Smithisms and callbacks to things that he's done or hasn't done in the past, and it was too much at times. Where Clerks and Clerks 2 didn't have any of that self-referential humor. This movie felt meta to the extreme in a lot of ways.
I mean, come on, Charlie Kaufman. Some of us have work in the morning, damn.
If you enjoy Kevin Smith, you enjoy his films, you like this humor, I still think you'll have a great time with this film. There's a lot of great laugh out loud moments. There are some sweet, endearing moments.
What if there's a sequel?
A sequel? What am I, a hack?
I think it needs more weed.
It is not my favorite Clerks out of all three of them. In fact, it is number 3 for me, but it's definitely worth a watch. Check it out for sure. So I'm gonna go ahead and give Clerks 3 a C+. What did y'all think of Clerks 3? Was this your favorite in the trilogy? Was this your least favorite? Or was this a letdown for you? Let me know with your thoughts and comments down below. And while you're down there, click that like button and subscribe my channel for more content. I would absolutely love that. Mwah. Thank you so much for doing that. You can also check out some of my other films I reviewed, like Prey, The Woman King. Thank you so much for joining me today on Mr. T's Film Preach. I hope you had a great time. Come back and check out some other films, and we'll see you on the next one. Stay focused, stay awesome, and as always, let's get Todd.